Most people never realize their own personal greatness. Why? It's because they are just too casual about life. They move too slow. They think too much. They want all of the pieces to fit together. They're afraid to make a mistake. They're afraid people are going to laugh at them. They're afraid people are going to criticize them. They're afraid that they're not worthy. They're afraid that they don't have what it takes. They think you have all the time in the world to figure things out. And when you are casual about life, you will end up a casualty. You need to get in a hurry. Life is just too short. Stop being so casual with your life. You've got to develop a sense of urgency. Start working on developing yourself right now. Start preparing yourself for what is it that you want. You should want so much more for your life that you would give it everything that you've got and then some. You should want so much success in your life that you will push every day and do the things that will get you there. You should fight for it. You should fight for it for yourself. You should fight for it for your kids. You should fight for it for your spouse. You should fight for it for your mom and dad. You should fight for it for your family. Be the first person that brings the wealth in your family. Be the first person that creates that generational wealth. Give it everything you've got and just do it. Make your kids proud of you. Make your mom and dad proud of you. Make your spouse proud of you. Make your family proud of you. Shut up your haters. Shut up your enemies. Make you proud of you. You've got the ability. You've got the drive. You've got what it takes, what you need right inside of you to get you to where you want to be. You've got it right in you. And when you know you need it for your kids, and when you know you need it for your mom and dad, and when you know you need it for your spouse, and when you know you need it for your family, when you know this, when you know that you need it for you, you've got to just do it. You've got to focus on your goals. You've got to focus on your dreams. You've got to focus on your destiny. You've got to focus on what you've been called to do. And start taking action. Start making the steps. Because if you don't, nobody else will. Because there is no other way. You've got to do it. It is you. You've got to make that move. You've got to bring your dreams to fruition. It is you. You've got to do it. Nobody else is going to do it. You've got to do it. You've got to know that it is you. And as you convince yourself that it is you and only you that will bring you out of your situation, that will bring you out of your circumstances, that will bring you out to your destiny, that will begin to bring you out of your trials and tribulations. You will begin to see the difference. You will begin to see the difference in the things that you were doing. You will begin to see the difference in the things that you were saying. You will start giving yourself pep talks. You'll begin to get rid of the self-doubt. You'll begin to get rid of the self-criticism. You'll begin to stay away from all of the negativity. You will come to the realization that this is your day and that there is nothing that is going to stop you. You are going to do it. You don't have time to waste. You are not here to play. The fun time is over. Procrastination, it's over. You're playing to win now. You're going to do it. And once you decide that you are going to win, once you decide that you are ready for a change, once you decide that you are ready to succeed, once you decide that you are ready to do it, every move you make, every step you take should bring you closer and closer to your goal. And don't get discouraged when you've tried 4 or 5 things and they didn't work out. If that is something that you want and you're hungry for it, you've got to do what is required. Successful people don't negotiate the price in their life. They don't complain about the work they're putting in that it's not paying off. They don't complain. They don't complain about all the time that they have to put in. They don't start negotiating all the time they have put in. Successful people don't negotiate the price it takes for them to be successful. They don't do that. Successful people don't negotiate the time it takes. Successful people negotiate worth. Is it worth it to me to make this sacrifice? Is it worth it to me to put in this time? Is it worth it to me to put in the work and the effort? Successful people negotiate worth. Successful people do what it takes to get them to where they want to be in life. And once you decide that you are ready for a change in your life, once you decide that you are ready for success, once you decide that you are ready to put in the work in order to be successful, once you decide that you are ready to put in the time in order to be successful, once you decide that you are ready to do it, then the negotiation stops. It may take you 6 months. It may take you a year. It may take you 2 years to get to where you want to be. But if you can decide now that you are ready to do it, you'll walk different. You'll talk different. Every action you take will be different. Every decision you make will be different. You are the lead character of your story. You write your own story with the choices you make. So you have to decide now Are you going to start negotiating the time it takes for you to be successful? Are you going to start negotiating the sacrifices you need to make in order for you to be successful? The decision is yours. Are you going to do it? Wherever you are right now, whatever you're doing right now, I want you to stop and think about something for a minute. I want you to think about your week so far. And I want you to think, what has been your hump this week? And I want you to think of your hump as obstacles. So your hump can come in many shapes and in many forms. Your hump can come in the form of enemies, your naysayers, and haters. Your hump can come in the form of negative thoughts and doubts. Your hump can come in the form of financial hardship. Your hump can come in the form of trials and tribulations. Your hump can come in the form of some type of pain. Maybe you've recently lost someone dearly. Maybe you're suffering from some physical or mental pain. Your hump can come in any of these forms and more. And any one of these humps, any one of these obstacles can come your way week after week, month after month, just to rob you of your destiny. Any one of these humps can come your way just to stare you, of course. And if you allow these humps to come in and you don't get over the hump, it can set you back a week. It can set you back 2 weeks. It can set you back a month. It can set you back 6 months. It can set you back for years. If you allow it, you will never make a move. Week after week, you will never make a move. Month after month, you will never make a move. Year after year, and never make a move. So you've got to get over the hump, because that idea isn't going to execute itself. That business isn't going to start itself. That money isn't going to make itself. That wealth isn't going to build itself. You have to do it. And you have to do it now. So, what has been your hump this week? I want you to write it down in the comments below. What has been your hump? Because here's the thing. If you cannot get over the hump, if you don't first acknowledge what your hump is, how can you get over it? You got to acknowledge what it is. So what has been your hump this week? What has been the one thing or things that has happened to you this week that has thrown you off course? Or maybe that has been a distraction from working on your goals, that has caused you to lose focus on the task you have set out this week to do. Write it down. What was your hump? Because again, when you write it down, you acknowledge what it is, and you would know that yes, this is the thing that definitely has thrown me off track this week. And this is the thing that has put you a little behind from getting closer to your goal. And that this is the thing, this is the hump that you need to get over this week. So write it down. Also, when you write it down, there may be other people. There may be other people going through the same thing, or have been where you are right now, that can offer you some encouragement to help you get over the hump. So what has it been this week? What was your hump? Did your boss say something to you? Did a coworker tick you off in some way? Are you going through a situation right now that you didn't see coming, and maybe it's a situation that you've been battling with for a long time, and week after week, month after month, it just seems like you can't get out of it, or you just don't know how to get out of it? Or did something happen to you this week that made you feel insecure about yourself, that made you feel insecure about your abilities? What has been your hump this week? Because here's what I want you to know. If you don't acknowledge what your hump is, it will be difficult to find ways that you can get over your hump. But don't let these humps, these obstacles come in this week to throw you off course. You've got to get over your hump. You have things that you want for your life. You have dreams that you want to fulfill. You have goals that you are working on this week. So you need to get over the hump. Your hump is a distraction. Your hump is there to throw you, of course. That's its job. Humps will always be there. Doubts will always come creeping in. Circumstances and situations will always try to divert you. Your haters, your naysayers, your enemies will always be there to talk about you. Humps will always be there. But don't let these humps come in to rob you of your destiny. Don't let these humps rob you of what God intended for you to be. Don't let these humps rob you of living the life of your dreams right now. Because guess what? Life is not promised. You can be here today and you can be gone tomorrow. And you cannot allow these humps to come in to throw you off course. You just can't afford to allow that to happen. So you have a chance today, right now, to acknowledge what your hump has been this week. Realize that it is there to divert you from your destiny and try your best to move on. Whatever it is that you need to do to get over the hump this week, do it. You've got to get over the hump. And you have to move forward. Get back on track. You have no more time to waste. Get your life back on track. Because if you don't do it, nobody else will do it for you. It's got to be you. It's got to be you. That's your job. I don't care what your hump has been this week. I want you to just hold on. Don't give up. Don't let it steer you off course. Because as long as you're alive, there is hope. I don't care what your situation is. You can always turn things around. But you can't give up. You gotta hang in there. Be strong. Don't let your current situation, don't let your current circumstances, don't let your adversities make you give up. Get back on track and do what you were called to do. Get back on track and be what you were called to be. You've got to prove to everybody that tried to break you this week, you've got to prove to everybody who tried to kill your dream this week, you've got to prove to all of the haters, all of the naysayers that had something to say to you this week, you've got to prove to all of them that you are here for a purpose and you are going to do what you were called to do, and you are going to be what you were called to be. You are going to get to your destiny, and you will get over your hump, because you know there will always be the bad days. You know there will always be difficult days. But guess what? You will embrace those days and you will hold on and you will work through whatever it is that you're going through, whatever hump it is, you will work through it. Why? Because there is something better right around the corner that you are working on. There is a better life for you right around the corner, and you are going to get over your hump. Now, here's one thing that I've noticed. A lot of people, they will sit and they will watch video after video, and they get so excited and they feel so energetic. And what do? They do nothing. They do absolutely nothing. The next day, they've done nothing. The following week, they've done nothing. They have done nothing to improve their life in any shape or form. Listen to me. I'm not here to make you feel good. I'm here to help you take action. Because here's the thing. Nothing will change in your life if you are not willing and committed to making the change. And if you are watching me right now and you haven't reached the level of success of where you want to be, you're not making the money you want to make, you're sitting on a job or in a career that you hate, your finances are not where they need to be, you're drowning in debt, you're living paycheck to paycheck, you can't seem to save $1, you can't just get your head above water. If you are watching me right now and your life is not where you want it to be, it's time to get your life back on track. You've got to get on the right path. No more wasting time. No more saying that this year will be different. Then 6 months later, a year later, 2 years later, you're still in the same position. Nothing has changed. You need to look at where your life is right now and where you want your life to be, and you need a plan on how to get there. Look, dreaming is over. Wishing, it's over. Hoping is over. All the talking, it's over. This is not going to be the year that you are going to watch other people rise to massive levels of success. You're not going to watch other people do it anymore. You're not going to watch other people cash checks anymore. All of that, it's over. It's time for you to take action. And if you haven't yet checked out the free course that I'm offering at my online university over at www.lakeisha.com, McKenzieUniversity.com, then you want to check out that course. That course is absolutely free, and it will help you assess where you are right now, where you are in life, where you are with money, where you are with building wealth. And that course will guide you on what you need to do next. That can put you on the path of making more money and building wealth so that you can live the life you always wanted to live. Because here's the thing, life has a way of turning and knocking us down when we least expect it. And while you cannot predict the future, you can certainly prepare for it. So if you want to put yourself in a position where you want to have enough money to pursue your goals and your dreams, and you want to be secured about your future so that you can live the life you deserve, if this is something that you want, then my free course will be perfect for you. And you can register for it today over at www.LakeishaSMcKenzieUniversity.com. I will put the link in the description box below and also in the comments below, and I will see you over there.
Do you need help staying motivated? Well, you don't want to miss my weekly shows on YouTube. You don't want to miss Set Your Goals Sundays, Get Over the Hump Wednesdays, and How to Fridays. These shows are there to keep you motivated and will help you push forward and get things done in your life and business. In life, it is so important that you keep motivated, because there are so many things that can come your way to distract you from reaching your destiny. And I want to help you keep motivated so that you can stay on track with whatever goals you are trying to attain and whatever dreams you are trying to reach. So be sure to swing over to my YouTube channel and subscribe and hit the bell so that you don't miss out on your weekly motivation. Also, stay connected and receive daily inspiration by following me on all of my social media platforms, including YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Follow me today at Lakeisha S. Mckenzie. I want to see you succeed in whatever you do, and I really hope that we continue to build our connection. I really appreciate you watching, and I will see you in the next episode.